This is on Sacker, and with the updates we got about Toy Story 5 the other day, I thought, let's do a Toy Story character tier list. Now, of course, not every single Toy Story character is on this tier list. I think that might really be impossible, but there is a good chunk here. So without any further ado, let's rank the Toy Story characters. The Army Men, S tier, iconic. When you were a child, you played with Army Men. If you say you didn't, then you're lying. You're straight up lying. They're some of the most iconic toys on the planet. It's some of the most iconic toys in Toy Story. The snake that's in the movie, a fine B tier. Actually, C. So D tier is like terrible. I hate it. I want to kill it. C tier is like, it's fine. It's okay. Nothing wrong with it. It's fine. B tier is good. A generally solid character. A tier is great. Amazing. And S tier is just the best. So now that I think about it, Army Men going in A tier. The spinny animal soundy thingy, I should probably know the name of this. But I don't, but I remember in Toy Story, so you know what? C tier. Fine, nothing wrong with him. Woody, the best Toy Story character. Let's go in S tier. Not only is he the best Toy Story character, he's also my favorite. It's really just one of my favorite characters of all time. Rex is going in S tier. Everybody loves Rex. He's the perfect comic relief to all the Toy Story movies. Billy Goat and Gruff, again, A tier. The redesigns from the first two Toy Stories to Toy Story 4 does bother me like a lot. I mean, yeah, they do look better, but they're also so very different. Next we have RC. RC is going in S tier. Arguably it's most iconic scene in all the Toy Story movies. Mr. Potato Head, S tier. We all need that one character that kind of brings us down a notch, brings us back to reality. It's kind of, you know, pessimistic. And Mr. Potato Head is all that and more. Bo Peep, I love Bo Peep. Going in S tier. I feel like our character really got to shine in Toy Story 4. As in the first two Toy Stories, she's just kind of Woody's girlfriend. That's pretty much her entire character. The pink bear on top of Andy's shelf in the first Toy Story. C tier. The Fisher-Price little firemen, little kind of Peggy thingies. Whatever they're called. C tier. Fine. A random doll, I think that was in Andy's room. Either there or Sid's, but I'm pretty sure Andy. Again, C, fine. The shark that steals Woody's hat for a moment, a very recognizable scene. It leads to a Toy Story quote that I quote pretty frequently.
Give me that.
So of course, going in A tier. Etch a Sketch, let's go in A tier. The like inflatable, like tumbly clown thingy, C tier. Slinky, everybody loves Slinky, he's the goodest boy, S tier. Whenever you gotta have Slinky slink across like a big gap, you know things are getting real. The robot from Toy Story and Toy Story 2, C tier. A very good design, I'll say. Rocky, the favorite shaman of the Toy Story franchise, going in A tier. Very small but iconic scenes, and Rocky's a fan favorite, sad we didn't get a lot of them. The eggs that go inside of each other, C tier. Mr. Spell, personal favorite character, A tier. The Barrel Monkeys, I don't care what anybody says, S tier. Whether it be the first Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, if you have a Toy Story movie, you gotta have Barrel of Monkeys. The doll that Anna scares Sid with at the end of Toy Story, fine character, C tier. Buzz Lightyear, almost the best. Not quite as good as Woody in my opinion, but I know a very personal favorite. And my second favorite Toy Story character. I do maybe wish he was handled better in Toy Story 2, 3, and 4. But you know what? I still love Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. The doll that rises from the sand in Sid's backyard. A very fun scene, so C tier. The rubber ducky in Andy's room that I barely remember, but do remember nonetheless. C tier. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with him. Another ram doll looks like it is in Andy's room in this photo, so I'm gonna just put it in C tier. I think this doll's name was Jamie. That Sid rips her head off and replaces it with the pterodactyl head. A very iconic character, so I'm gonna put it in B tier, honestly. A good character. The troll doll, man, I love these things. Like, not just in Toy Story, but in real life. Like, I had a few of these passed down from me, from my older sister. And they're just like, just visually so, just so unique. A tier. The hockey puck, of course I'm putting the hockey puck in A tier. Just makes sense. Next up we had the little speaker, the little guy. So of course, A tier. The pizza plant aliens, S tier. If it wasn't for them, we'd all be traumatized in Toy Story 3. I mean, we still were, but we would have been more traumatized, right? Everybody loves Ham, S tier, no doubt about it. One of those characters does lighten the mood a lot. Lenny is underrated. That's why he's going in A tier. This little guy, his design, his voice, I love him. Wheezy, S tier. Wheezy's a great character, everybody loves Wheezy. His great introduction in Toy Story 2, and he was so memorable that he got mentioned in Toy Story 3.
I mean, yeah, we've lost friends along the way. Wheezy.
That just shows how much people love Wheezy. Hashtag bring back Wheezy in Toy Story 5. Actually, don't do that. I'm fine without seeing Wheezy again. Stinky Pete, an iconic, classic Pixar villain. Matter of fact, the first twist Pixar villain, S tier. It's a twist that Rilley worked and was effective. Nobody saw it coming. His motive makes sense. Overall, he's just a great character. He's a great villain. Mrs. Potato Head is a great balance for Mr. Potato Head. At times, I do think she can get a bit annoying, to be honest. But it's never too much, and I love her. She's a great character. Evil Emperor Zurg, S tier. Was there a doubt in anyone's mind? He's also kind of a small part of Toy Story 2, as he doesn't have a lot of screen time. But every second he's on screen, he is so memorable. Bullseye, the best horse in the whole universe. He's a noble steed, and he's always there for Woody when he needs him, or Jesse, or Buzz, or just whenever anybody needs him, Bullseye is there. Jesse. Everybody loves Jesse. She made the iconic duo of Woody and Buzz into a kind of trio. As in, even though they're often like advertised as a trio, in the movie it's not really that much of a trio, to be honest. At some points, definitely yes. And she's a fun, nice, really entertaining character. Totoro from Toy Story 3, a great homage to My Neighbor Totoro, and B tier. I think he would be an A tier if he was actually in Toy Story 4, which he wasn't. Same with the Peas in the Pod. We'll get to those later down the list. But I don't like how some of the toys were snubbed in Toy Story 4. Another snubbed toy from Toy Story 4, Chuckles. A tier. Chuckles is amazing. While I do think he doesn't feel completely 100% natural, he is there for exposition. And for exposition's sakes, I think it was done really well. As a concept, I just like him as a character. A clown named Chuckles that Frowns has a really like sad and deep voice is very funny to me. Buttercup, you know, A tier. I'm thinking about B because I don't love Buttercup. I like Buttercup, but I don't love him. He's just a fine character. You know what? No, never mind. Buttercup's going in B. Trixie, I actually like Trixie. She's going in A tier. I think she's a nice balance from Rex, and pretty much is the complete opposite. And it's a blue Triceratops. Mr. Pickle Pants, A tier. He doesn't do a lot in the movies, to be honest, or in like any of the franchise. But you know what? It's because of his name, Mr. Pickle Pants. And as I mentioned earlier, the Peas in the Pod. A tier, some of my personal favorite Toy Story characters. Next we have Dolly. I like Dolly, but I don't love Dolly. I'm going A tier. I think she has an amazing design. Like, I love her design as a character. But her character herself, honestly, I think it's kind of rude. Another random troll doll. I don't recognize this one, so I guess C tier. The phone from Toy Story 3. I kid you not. S tier. You just like it. There's no rhyme reason, you just do. Ken, aka the best Ken. Ryan Gosling, eat your heart out. A tier. Again, as I said, literally the best Ken. Barbie, the best Barbie. Margaret Robbie, eat your heart out. Like, this is what I imagine when I think of Barbie and Ken. Twig from Toy Story 3, a very nice designed character. And also, I had a toy of him when I was little, so you know, emotional connection. Big Baby from Toy Story 3, terrifying. But I like its redemption arc against Lotso. Gonna be honest, I forgot this guy's name. I think it's Crunch or something like that. He doesn't do a whole lot, but he's just a very like nice design character. That's one thing I love about Toy Story. All the toys, real or not, they feel like real toys. Lotso, the best villain in Toy Story, don't even at me. S tier, incredible. You'll never have a character more in your entire life, I guarantee you. The robot from Toy Story 3 that Buzz shakes hands with, A tier, fine. Stretch, I just like octopus squid characters in general. Like, I would love to have a real Stretch, just like stretch him like really gooey. The monkey. The monkey sees everything. S tier. Terrifying. Hey, Tinny from the Tin Toy Store and Toy Story 4. Without him, it probably wouldn't be Toy Story because it wouldn't be Pixar per se. Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman. I like Duke Kaboom. We have the kitty from Toy Story, That Time Forgot. B tier. It makes me laugh every time she's on the screen, I'm sorry, but it does. Combat Carl from Toy Story of Terror, A tier. The two frogs, the incredible Toy Story 4. I love frogs, I love their designs, so, A tier. The sock monkey from That Time Forgot. Sock monkeys are cool. A tier. Next place, we have Bunny from Toy Story 4. Of course, that's getting, no, A tier, A tier. I like Ducky and Bunny, but sometimes they can be a bit too much for me, but they're still funny. Forky, I love Forky, man. S tier. He's a great comical relief. It makes me laugh a lot. Gabby Gabby, you're not Gabby Gabby, but I guess you'll go, C tier. Gabby Gabby this time, A tier. She's a nice twist villain. Her motivation makes sense. I think she's a nice character. Giggle McDipples from Toy Story 4. I think she's underrated in my opinion. A tier. The random doll from the opening Toy Story 4. C tier. Nothing wrong with you, buddy. The random dog bell thing from Toy Story 4. Again, C tier. Ducky, same with Bunny. A tier. Same reasons. A random toy from Toy Story 3. C tier. And that just made me realize there are so many toys in Toy Story 3. This tier list could have been so much longer. The bookworm from Toy Story 3, a very nice character. I like him just as a concept. A tier. The chair in Bonnie's closet. C tier. Tour guide Barbie, iconic. Dare I say more iconic than Toy Story 3 Barbie. A tier. Another one of those, sound makey things. C tier. The Rock'em Sock'em Robots. A tier. Some background Star Wars characters from Toy Story 4. C tier. One of Bonnie's toys in the closet. C tier. That thing, I don't recognize it for once. Wow, that's surprising. C tier. Another thing I don't recognize. C tier. Another Toy Story 4 character. C tier. Same with this one. C tier. Don't recognize you, to be honest. C tier. The one from Bonnie's room. C tier. And I don't recognize you straight up. So, C tier. And there we have it, my Toy Story character tier list. I think I agree with this. I'm looking it over and, yeah, I think I agree with all these, choices that I've made today. But let me know in the comments below, who's your favorite Toy Story character? But I guess for now, bye, Scarlet Thacker.